This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen? Amen. It's good to see you this morning. Glad you came to worship with us here at the Clearwater Corps. Anyone who was around the Corps this week would have been impressed with all the activity that's taken place. There were people everywhere. As I pulled up into the parking lot on Wednesday morning for Corps Council, there was a distinct, very nice aroma in the parking lot. And as I walked into the building, even more so. But what a joy it was to see all that was going on. And so Major Ted wants to come and say a few words about all that activity.
Not long after we received the word we were coming here, people said to us, "You will never see a pasty sale like you see in Clearwater." And that is so true as we've just experienced it. You know, over the past week, Monday through Friday, more than 45 to 60 individuals daily were in this building, representing over 300 volunteers, helping to make the over 2,300 Cornish pasties. I can't count that high. Give yourselves a hand, yes. And in order to raise this World Services income, some food items and cash were donated by you, the Corps family, to help make this possible. We don't have the final tally yet. We're still counting the numbers, making sure, but we should be able to announce that next Sunday, we hope. But we do want to say thank you to all those of you who volunteered from our congregation who made this unique event possible. So if you volunteered in any way, put on the headdress and worked in the kitchen, and any way at all with the pasty sale, if you would stand up so we can recognize you and thank you for your help. Stand up if you were involved in the grand pasty sale of Clearwater. Thank you. We also have a very special thank you to Janet Hamilton, who 11 years ago suggested this World Services project. And yes, give her a hand. Over here, yes, right there. And so 11 years ago, as a snowbird, she brought that down from the north, and she still coordinates this. And also Colonel Clarence Harvey, who has been working alongside her. Give him a hand. And Rolane Friends, our kitchen manager, who was there during the whole thing. Thank her as well. And as will be announced in a few moments, the aroma will change from a Cornish pasty to something else in the next couple of weeks. So listen up.
Well, as you peruse your copy of the source, I want you to take, if you would, note of the opportunities for worship and service this week. But in addition to all those regularly scheduled events, just be reminded, Corps Cadets, that you will meet today after the service this morning, as well as the Young Adult Fellowship. And then at 4:45 this evening, there's a request that the Canadian choir come to rehearse. That'll be in conjunction with the Say It With Music at 6 o'clock, which will be Canada night. So we look forward to seeing you tonight, 6 o'clock for Say It With Music, Canada night, and my understanding is there's a reception that will follow that as well. On Tuesday, the Pastoral Care Council will meet at 1:30. On Thursday, the Worship Committee at 2 p.m. And then on Saturday, at 10 a.m. is a Celebration of Life service for Pat Touchton. Reception to follow, but please, if you would, continue to pray for Jerry and the family during these days, and come and support them on Saturday morning. Just a reminder to check with the upcoming events, and especially note that there's a night in Italy, spaghetti dinner, February the 22nd. It'll be here before we know it. So there are tickets and opportunity to be a sponsor available in the lobby, and all the proceeds will go to the Salvation Army Ministry of World Services. So today the Army serves in 131 countries around the world, and that which is raised will go to further the ministry and mission there. Let me encourage you to just pay again particular attention to the prayer list on page 4 of your source. And in addition to that, it's my understanding, Garbo, correct me if I'm wrong, but Irish comes home this week from a long stay in rehab, and we're grateful for that and look forward to her being back with you and with us. Word was received this week of the promotion to glory of Jamie McFarland on Tuesday, February the 5th. Jamie was a soldier, a former employee of the Clearwater Corps. Celebration of Life service will be held at the Tampa ARC on Saturday, February 16th at 2 p.m. So we just ask that you keep Jamie's family in your prayers, if you would as well, during these days. Now, it's always a joy to have visitors join with us for worship, and we'd like to recognize you this morning. So if this is your first time in the Clearwater Corps, or if it's been a while since you've worshiped with us, and you feel comfortable doing so, we're going to ask you, if you would, to please stand. A greeter will bring a microphone. Excuse me. We'd like for you to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from this morning. So if you're a visitor this morning, well, please stand so we can welcome you.
Hi, good morning. My name is Luke Watson, grandson to Bob and Alice, and I'm from New York. I go to the Corps up in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. It's good to be here this morning.
Amen.
I'm glad to have my Canadian cousin, Marilyn Jones, and her husband, Roger, with me today.
Amen. Let's welcome our visitors. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Just a minute. I'm sorry. That column hid someone there in the back, so we've got another one.
Betty?
Good morning. Eunice Payton from the Fulton Heights Corps in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Amen.
Glad to be here.
My brother lives in Grand Rapids. Well, it's good to have you, and any time that you are in the area, please come and worship with us.